Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I want to talk with you about something extremely serious. False or misinformation about protesting, engaging in nonviolent civil disobedience, has been circling around the internet. In this video I am going to set the record straight. As you know, my family and I have been involved in disability rights activism for the majority of my life. The first and most important thing that they tell you in training is you have to remain nonviolent. They stress that to the point where you get it in your head. They even say if somebody hits you, you have to just take it without retaliating. You cannot retaliate under any circumstances. They drilled it into your head in training. I mention this because a well-respected educational YouTube channel, powered by Rainbows, suggested that it is okay and encouraged to bring a firearm to a protest for self-protection.
Which you can legally take a weapon with you if you have one. Nearly half of US states have policies prohibiting public carry of firearms on Capitol grounds. But if you're in a park, on a sidewalk, or elsewhere on public grounds, it is generally perfectly fine to open carry or carry with a concealed permit. Just check your state's laws first.
Yay, I just about lost it when I heard that. Now granted, they had other helpful tips in that video. However, any organizer of a protest group that is committed to nonviolent civil disobedience will tell people, if it looks like a weapon, leave it at home or in your hotel room, even if you have a license to carry. It is dangerous. Let me give you a scenario to prove my point. Say you and your group of about 50 to 100 people are at a building blocking the doors. You are there sitting, chanting. The negotiations are going nowhere. The police decide to arrest. Normally, an arrest consists of a citation and release, basically a traffic stop. The day our color leaders come around to say they are going to start making arrests, they will give you 3 warnings: leave or stay. Now understand, the leadership might know who is in and who is out. You decide you will get arrested. You take out your gun because you do not want the police to confiscate it. So, you hand it off, but the gun fell, and it went off hitting an officer, killing him. Guess what? That $100 fine that they give you is the least of your worries. The district attorney could charge you with manslaughter, which carries a lengthy prison sentence in most states. Whatever issue your group or their protesting gets overlooked by the mainstream media. The headline reads, "Police officer gets shot by protester," and that is all it says. One bad apple could ruin the bunch. The issues that one might protest are too important to be overlooked because of gun violence. You might say, but I did not mean it. It does not matter. The legitimacy of your organization is compromised when violence of any kind is involved. Do you think the blood insurrection on January 6th was legitimate? They beat the Capitol Police with bats. I will not answer because you already know it. Remember, the goal of any legitimate protest, large or small, is to negotiate between you and whoever you are protesting against. Dr. King, in his letter from a Birmingham jail, outlined how to use direct action effectively and safely. It should be a blueprint that every organization should follow when organizing a protest. The police often have respect for the protesters. A rally and a protest are two different things, and this is where the team over at Powered by Rainbow got confused. A rally is held at a park, which, yes, you need a permit from the city or a town to hold. You can have speakers, performers, and musicians play. It also has a set time of when it begins and when it ends. A protest, on the other hand, can last for hours to days. For example, when Judy Heumann and others took over the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare in Berkeley, California, to demand the regulations for Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act be released, it became the longest occupation of a federal office building in United States history. A strike can only last the hours that you are working. Yes, we are living in scary times, and the Second Amendment of our Constitution gives us the right to protect ourselves. However, the Second Amendment was enacted at a time when Minutemen were around. Weapons have no place at a peaceful protest, regardless of what somebody on the internet tells you. When you're in a large group, the group protects you and looks out for you. Our bodies and voices can cause commotion. We do not need anyone to get shot by accident. We used to sing, "We are peaceful, angry people," and we are singing for our rights. Remember, activism is a tool, an enormously powerful tool if it is done right. When it is done poorly or sloppily, it will be our downfall. Now, I cannot do a full tutorial about nonviolent direct action on here. I would have to get more experts to talk about this subject, and the video will be 4 to 5 hours long. For more information about doing nonviolent civil disobedience, contact your local independent living center or another organization that actually does direct action and nonviolent civil disobedience, and can take the time to teach you the correct way to protest. Remember, activism also is making calls to your local representatives and senators, boycotting businesses and organizations that you do not agree with, and supporting businesses and organizations that align with your values. Sure, you may not get the media coverage, but you're doing your part. My friend Chaltrap said we are all pieces of a puzzle. Everybody has a part to play. Stay strong. I will see you soon.